Peckham, South London, a busy neighborhood full of life and activity where cultures blend and people from all walks of life come together. A place where people had hopes and dreams, where families sought better futures, and children played with joy. It was here that 10-year-old Damilola Taylor and his family arrived from Nigeria in August 2000, looking for a better life and new opportunities. Damilola, with his big smile and boundless energy, quickly fell in love with his new home, embracing the vibrant community around him. He dreamed of becoming a doctor because he wanted to help his sister, Gbemi, who had epilepsy. His compassion and determination were evident to everyone who knew him. He loved football, and his favorite team was Manchester United. He spent hours playing in the park, imagining himself as a star player. He was a bright kid, full of life, and his future looked amazing. His teachers and friends saw a world of potential in him. Damilola's story is a very sad one about youth violence. His tragic end is a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk in our communities. His life, so full of promise, ended on a cold November evening. The community was left in shock and mourning. It reminds us how easily innocence can be lost and how quickly a bright future can be extinguished. His death shocked the whole country and made everyone think about the terrible effects of knife crime and how important it is to make a change. It sparked conversations and movements aimed at preventing such tragedies in the future. November 27, 2000. A very sad day, one that would be etched in the memories of many. Damilola was walking home from the library, a place he really liked, through the North Peckham estate. It was a routine he enjoyed, a moment of peace in his day. His usual walk home became dangerous. He was attacked by a group of youths. Someone stabbed him in the leg with a broken bottle, a senseless act of violence. He was left alone to die in a stairwell, a place that should have been safe. Someone walking by found Damilola, barely alive, struggling to hold on. The picture of his small body, slumped against the cold concrete, will always be remembered by those who saw it. It was a haunting image. Even though the paramedics tried very hard, Damilola died in his father's arms, a heartbreaking end. His life ended too soon, leaving a void in the hearts of his family and community. He never got to live out his dreams, dreams that were full of hope and promise. The news of Damilola's death spread quickly through Peckham and the whole country. Everyone was shocked and couldn't believe it. How could this happen to a child in the middle of the day, so close to home? Everyone was asking these questions, wanting to know why. For Damilola's family, the pain was terrible. Their son, their brother, their hope for the future was gone. Richard Taylor, Damilola's father, said that losing a child is a pain that never goes away, a wound that never heals. The sadness was felt by families all over the country who had also lost loved ones to violence. The investigation into Damilola's death was complicated and sometimes very slow, filled with numerous challenges and setbacks. Early clues didn't lead anywhere, leaving investigators frustrated and at a loss. People who saw things were afraid to talk, fearing retaliation or getting involved. No one wanted to say anything, which showed how scared the community was, living in constant fear. This made it incredibly hard to find out what happened, as leads went cold and witnesses stayed silent. But Damilola's family didn't give up. They wanted justice and continued to push for answers. They wanted someone to be held responsible. Years went by, filled with hope and despair. 2 trials happened, but no one was found guilty, adding to the family's anguish. Finally, in 2006, 2 brothers, Danny and Ricky Preddy, were found guilty of manslaughter, bringing some relief. They were sent to prison for 8 years, a sentence that many felt was too lenient. Even though this helped bring some closure, it couldn't take away the pain or bring back the young life that was taken too soon, leaving a void that could never be filled. Out of this terrible sadness, hope grew. Richard Taylor, wanting to keep his son's memory alive, started the Damilola Taylor Trust. The trust is like a light in the darkness. It works hard to stop similar tragedies from happening by helping young people and making communities safer. The trust helps young people who are in danger, giving them support, helping them with their education, and giving them chances to achieve their dreams. They try to remove obstacles, fight inequality, and build a society where every child can do well. Damilola's memory lives on in every life the trust helps. 18 years have passed since Damilola died. The sadness is still there. People still remember him, but people are still determined to make a world where this doesn't happen again. Every year, on December 7th, Damilola's birthday, people get together to remember him. Not for how he died, but for how he lived. His story reminds us of the terrible impact of youth violence and how important it is to fix the problems that cause it. It reminds us all to stand up, speak out, and work together to make safer and fairer communities. Damilola's story isn't just a sad story. It's a call to action. It's a call to fight injustice, to accept everyone, and to create a world where every child is safe and feels important. The Damilola Taylor Trust continues to work towards this, but they need help. Support the Damilola Taylor Trust. Volunteer your time. Donate if you can. Let's honor Damilola's memory by working together to build a world where his story never happens again.